and dripping icicles.
No, there's the pictures of like the houses on Lake Erie that are like just ice.
Yeah, but we'd have to go to school in that anyway, back when I went to school. Now people are, you know, it's like,
They're
winter.
like-
It's winter.
But maybe the transportation piece, right? Because we bus kids to school, so buses can't be moved on the road.
We have buses, we waited in people's garages until the bus came. We waited in the garages.
Well, like
School.
they will cancel school when it's 40 because they don't have schools,
Oh, well,
maybe not 40 here, but maybe 40 here. But
Yeah.
like in Atlanta, like there were a couple times it's down to like 20 degrees and they actually canceled school because they thought kids would freeze at the bus stop.
yeah, we'd be like,
Well,
compared to us.
but they have people that like just don't have a coat. They're like,
But they couldn't afford it.
What?
no, I mean, when we went out, like we realized like the coat that we had for Hannah was too small for her. So like she got to wear it only, and then my mom had, a work coat.
Right.
So she got a coat and we got
You're
there.
not used to wearing that.
But like we don't need, we don't have need for real winter clothing here.
And I've got old houses in Minnesota, Vikings jackets, and hats up to here, and mittens and scarves. But I'm going to Minnesota for the day, great trip, so I'll get to wear a jacket. And winter boots. I'm excited. Yeah, I won't be excited once I feel the cold, because it's like, oh yeah, I really don't like this.
Well, I went in last May. It was lovely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in winter they have to de-ice the planes, that's
Oh, that's
scary. That is awful, because if you look outside and it's dark and they've got these like hoods, they look like aliens out, coats and
Rain makes
It's
that.
very eerie.
Because they gotta do it fast, because as soon as they're done.
Oh, they've had to do it twice, because, yeah, freezes up again. Hey. What's the deal?
Pretty normal for an infusion day. She's,
Oh,
she's hoping to be able to come for part of tomorrow morning, if she's up to it.
Long time. I say, no matter where you go, it's always good to come home. Even if you're visiting your parents. Sorry, Mom. So we'll turn to page 14 and we'll begin the evening service with Yedid Nefesh.
Yedid nefesh av harachaman, Yedid nefesh av harachaman, meshakavtach, eretz anach, meshakavtach, yadai, eretz anach, yaretz anach, kemaya, ishtachavei alai,
turn the page and sing page 15. Let us sing to God. Let us rejoice in our Creator.
Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzu yishenu, nekama pana b'todah. Naria, naria, letzu yishenu, Bizmirot naria lo, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzu yishenu, v'na v'todah. Naria, naria, letzu yishenu, Bizmirot naria lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Ki al kadol melech Adonai Shachim. Arbaim shana akol bedor va'omar amtoev lebavhem v'hem lo yadu Nishpati b'api im yivon menuchati. Page 16, we'll sing. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai b'rchu shemo, basu miyom le'yom yeshuato. Sabru hagoyim kevono, bechol ha'amim nifleotav, ki gadol Adonai, u'olam me'od, nora'u, al kol Elohim, ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim, v'Adonai shamayim asa. Hod v'hadar lefanav, oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho. Havul Adonai mishpechot ami, havul Adonai kavod v'oz. Havul Adonai kevod shemo. Zeu mincha uvol lechatzrotav. Shtachavu l'Adonai v'chatrat kodesh, ilu mipanav kol haaretz. Imru v'goyim Adonai malach, chaftikon tevel ma'atimod, yadin amin b'meisharim. Yismechu hashamayim v'shtagel haaretz, yiram hayam u'melo. Gadol Sadai v'chol asher bo, az yiranenu kol hatzear lifnei Adonai kiva lishbot haaretz, tevel v'tzedek ve'amim b'emunato. Elai lalai 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 lalai. So in the Sim Shalom in the prayer book on page 17, we'll read together responsively Adonai is sovereign, let the world rejoice. God's throne is founded on justice.
Though God be clouded from view, divine justice reveals God's presence.
God's lightning illumines the earth, fire consumes God's foes, mountains melt like wax before Adonai, the earth trembles.
The heavens proclaim God's righteousness. All people behold God's majesty.
Shame covers those who worship idols, those who take pride in revering images which must themselves bow low before God.
Hearing of your judgments, Adonai, Zion exalts, and all the cities of Judah rejoice.
You are supreme over all the earth, highly exalted beyond all that is worshipped.
Those who love Adonai hate evil. God protects the faithful and saves them from the wicked.
Light is stored for the righteous, joy for the honorable.
Rejoice in Adonai, you who are righteous. Acclaim the holiness of God's name.
We'll sing once again on page 18.
Mizmor shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash,
כי נפלאות עשה, הושיע לו ימינו, עוזרו קדשו, הניח אדוני ישועתו, לעיני הגויים גילה צדקתו, זכר חסדו ואמונתו, לבית ישראל ראו כל ארצי הארץ, את ישועת אלוהינו, הריעו לאדוני כל הארץ, פיצו ורננו וזמרו, זמרו לאדוני בכינור וכל זמרה, בחצוצרות וכל שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, ירם הים ומלואו, צבל ויושביה, נהרות שמחה וכף, יחד הרים ירננו, לפני אדוני קיבה, לשבות הארץ, ישבות צדק וצדק, בעמים במישרים, יאללה 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 The next page will continue silently before singing together at the bottom of the page.
רוממו אדוני
אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קדשו, רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קדשו, כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו, כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו, רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קדשו, רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קדשו, כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו, כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. On page 20, the Song of David, the 29th Psalm, we rise.
מזמור לדוד, המול אדוני בנעלים, המול אדוני, גמול מעוז, איי איי איי, המול אדוני, כבוד שמו השתחוו לאדוני, ברך קודש, כל אדוני על המים, אל הכמרים, אדוני, אדוני.
Vaishaber Adonai Erazei Hamanon Vayarkinen Kemo Egel Levanon Desia Kemo Berevim Ay 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 Kol Adonai Kotzev Amoresh Kol Adonai Yachim Mimar Yachil Adonai Mimar Kadesh Kol Adonai Valel Ayalot Vayechesov Ye'arat Ubhechalov Kulo Merkavot Ay 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 Adonai Lama Moyashama Yeshev Adonai Melech Leolam Adonai Oz Le'amo Yiten Adonai Varech Et Amo V'Shalom Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 You may be seated. On pages 21 and 22, we sing Lecha Dodi. We connect ourselves to a sacred time, a sacred place, a sacred experience, welcoming Shabbat, welcoming our Creator, welcoming God into this space, into our lives, into this moment. Page 21, the first two, and the last two on 22. Shamar v'zachor v'ribor echad Hishmianu el ha-meyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shemo tiferet ve'nitila Lecha dodi likrat kala Adonai 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 b'nei Shabbat V'lai Lecha dodi likrat kala Adonai b'nei Shabbat Kabelai likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha Ki hi mekor ha'bracha Mirosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'makshava tehila Lecha dodi likrat kala Adonai 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 b'nei Shabbat Kabelai Lecha dodi likrat kala Adonai 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 b'nei Shabbat Kabelai Yaminu smoti frotzi et Adonai taritzi Al yadi ish ben partzi V'nismecha v'nagila Lecha dodi likrat kala Adonai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala Adonai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela Boi v'shalom ateret vala Gam besimcha ufetzochola Toch emunei am segula Boi chala Lecha dodi likrat kala Adonai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala Adonai 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 b'nei Shabbat Nekabela. You may may be seated. The song for Shabbat is on page 23.
Tov le'Adon l'Adonai. Tov le'Adon l'Adonai. Ulezamer, ulezamer le'Shimcha Elyon. Tov le'Adon l'Adonai. Tov
Of the Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat, page 24.
Adonai malach geut lavesh, lavesh Adonai osita zar, aftikon tevel batimot, nachon kisacha me'az, me'alamata. Nasehu neharot Adonai, Nasehu neharot kolam, Yisu neharot tochiam, Mikolot mayim rabim adirim mishpereyam, Adir b'marom Adonai, Edotecha nemnu mehod. Levetcha nava b'kodesh, Adonai leorech yamim.
So in Pirkei Avot, chapter 5, Mishnah 22, Yehuda ben Tema Omer, Yehuda ben Tema taught, Ave'az kanamer, be bold as the leopard, V'kal kanesher, swift as the eagle, V'ratz katzvi, run fast as the deer, Gibor ka'ari, strong and mighty as the lion. But these are not just characteristics by themselves, it's a dependent clause. La'asot ratzon avicha shabashamayim, in order to perform the will of Hashem, to perform the will of God. That was one teaching of his. And I find it interesting because you start reading and you're thinking, okay, all of those things are good individually. I think strong like ox, like What do we want to be? We want to be bright, we want to be strong, we want to be fast, we want to reach out in the world and do good things. And it's saying, but all those attributes by themselves are nothing. It's only what we put them towards. And so if we are striving to put our talents, to put our skills, to put our energies towards the will of our Creator, to serve God, to serve the community, to serve this planet and those that are upon it, well then, those characteristics are doing something good. And if not, well. And then he goes on to say, Az panim legahenem, ovoshet panim legan Eden. It's an interesting phrase, az panim. They translate here as the insolent. It's also like a little aspect of ego here. We've had this idea a bunch of times, that too much ego sends you in the wrong direction. So the insolent are destined for Gehenna, the shy, the quieter type towards Gan Eden, to the world to come, to a heaven. And then, strangely, considering we've got a few more verses and then a whole other chapter, maybe strange, maybe not, it says, Yiratzum Alfanach Adonai Eloheinu, may it be your will, Adonai our God, Shetivnei Ircha Bimhera B'Yaminu, to rebuild your city, meaning Jerusalem, speedily in our day, V'tein Halkeinu B'Toratzecha, and let the Torah be our portion, let our portion be with those who study Torah. So it seems that may have been the end point of Pirkei Avot at one point, and then we said, well, actually, we got a few more things to add. So we'll wait for next week for a few more things, and then I got to figure out what to do with chapter 6, because they are much longer. I won't have any time to talk about them. I'll just have to read them mostly. The other adventure, I think I want to collect. I got to go back and watch all the Friday nights and see if I can find what I said and maybe turn it into a little pamphlet or something. I mean, there's only 4,000 commentaries on Pirkei Avot. I don't know that the world really needs mine, but maybe in all these Friday nights I said something useful. Maybe one of them. So page 28, we'll continue with the evening service. We praise God with the miracle of creation. Page 29. Adolam Beit Yisrael Torah Mitzvah Kim Mishpatim Matan Madatal Kinatan Ayinu Besach Kinavinu
Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla mi'avatecha tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Page 30.
El Melech Ne'eman.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shema.
Mi'ata et Adonai Elohecha bechol levacha ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על עבדך ושיננתם לבניך בחרת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, בהיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. והיה משמעת חיה שנבחין. Adonai Elohechem emet.
Page 32, we remember God as our rock and our Redeemer.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם. משה בני ישראל חנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם, מי כמוך אלים אדוני, מי כמוך נראה בקודש, נורא תהילות ספר. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקר ים לפני משה, זרי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, כי פד אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גואל ישראל.
The bottom left of page 33, Creator of peace, compassionate God, guide us to a covenant of peace with all your creatures, birds and beasts, as well as all humanity, a reflection of your image of compassion and peace. Give us strength to help sustain your promised covenant, abolishing blind strife and bloody warfare, so they will no longer devastate the earth, so discord will no longer tear us asunder. Then all that is savage and brutal will vanish, and we shall fear evil no more. Guard our coming and our going, now toward waking, now toward sleep, always within your tranquil shelter. Beloved are you, sovereign of peace, whose embrace encompasses Jerusalem, the people Israel, and all humanity. On page 34, we rise for Vishamru, and then we'll take time from 35 to 40 to give thanks for the gift of Shabbat, to offer the prayers of our heart, prayers of our soul, and the Shabbat Amidah.
משמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. משמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Meshameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריתו. When you finished your personal prayer, we turn to Vaychulu on page 47, and then the Kiddush on 49. We remain standing if we're able.
Vaychulu hashamayim me'aretz mechol tzivah vayekol Elohim bayom hashmi melachto asher asa vayishmot bayom hashmi mikol melachto asher asa vayarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayikanesh oto ki bashabat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim לעשות. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pnei hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho me'amal v'ratzon hinkilanu zikaron lema'aseh זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי באת מאותנו קירשה מכל העמים, לשמה קודשך באהבה ורצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen. We turn to page 51 for Aleinu.
עלינו לשמח לדורתו, לתת גדולה יוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא ספקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
You may be seated. Now, it's interesting today. I had a really lovely day. I got to offer a blessing for the new class of St. Pete police officers as they were sworn in this morning. And I've done that a few times, and I've done it at the police headquarters. But this time, what they used to do pre-COVID and what they did today was, it was at the judicial building downtown. So I ended up, it was a little bit strange. So the mayor and the judge were sitting, in the judge's spot. And then I sat in the witness stand. I've never been in a witness stand before. So I sat in the witness stand and offered my blessings from there, which was unique. I got to I had a coffee with a local imam. I had lunch with a congregant. I finished a sermon, all good things. And yet I've had this just sense of, feeling a little off today. And, today is now it's Shabbat, but today has been the yahrzeit of the Weiss family, of Ari Weiss and Mitchell and Hannah and Leslie. And it's the fifth yahrzeit, which also means this is, 5 years that I've been here. And I don't really have any words. Just, Leslie was on the committee when I was interviewing, and so I never met her in person, but I met her. I spoke to her on the phone. I spoke to her in the video conference, and I just feel a little off today, feeling like Ari would be in college, and Hannah would have been out in the world, saving the environment. And it's just very sad that they're not here with us today. Now, this week, we are thinking of Lois Bondi, Milton Mendel Strauss, Sam Abnetsky, Kana Sakovic, Sidney DeBlock, Reba Berlant, Gertrude Kraut Goldman, Samuel Selden, Elias Greenfield, Joe Goldberg Jr., Bessie Spears, William Silver, Saul Weiner, Isidore Paris, Bertha Stein, Jesse Tucker,
Berta Malamed Ron, William Nedvetsky, Bernard Lehman, Nerachmiel Brenner, Fanny Ehrlich-Spilke, Anna Rose, Corman Wiener, Beatrice Yosim, Isidore Joseph Silverstone, Abraham Schertzer, Harry Weisberg, Benjamin Kornfeld, Morris Asner, Samuel Joltek, Blanche Ryder, Evelyn Sackett, Aaron Wall, Anna Perlstein, Marcel Miller, Lillian Ginsberg, Sadie Plichak, Lori Ann Dresner, Leon Glassman, Mary Koppelman, Max Isaacs, Arthur Drellinger, Joan Glatt, Wendy Benstock, Hyman Seiden, and Dora Goldberg. May all of their memories be a blessing. And we're just a little short today, so Ribono Shel Olam, Elohai Haruchot Lekol Basar. So if you're out there, just come down next time. We're so close, you know. God, the Spirit of all flesh, it is known before you that it is our desire to praise your name and to say Kaddish, to remember our friends, our loved ones, our parents, our children, our partners, our siblings. We want to say Kaddish in the company of a minyan. Let it be that our presence here today with our community find favor in your eyes and be accepted and received before you as if we prayed the Kaddish. May your name, Adonai, be elevated and sanctified everywhere on earth, and may peace reign in all times and all places. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Praise be the name of the one whose glorious sovereignty is forever and ever. Oseh Shalom b'mroma v'hu yaseh Shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol Yisvei Tevel b'imru. Amen. So, let's see what's going on this week. We've made our morning minyan schedule simpler this week. Every morning minyan during the week from Monday through Friday will be 8 a.m. Sunday is at 9. Evening minyan is on Zoom at 6:30. On Thursday, I'll be going to Web City Cellar at Green Bench for my Jews and Brews, and all are welcome. I have lunch with the rabbi a week from Tuesday on January 17th. And on Monday, January 16th, for Martin Luther King Day, we're going to join Temple Beth El and have a Jewish contingent marching in the MLK parade. And if you have, CBI or Martin Luther King shirts, please wear those. So I wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom, and we'll conclude our service with Yigdal tonight.
יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח נמצא בעינת אל מציאותו אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו אין לו דמות הגוף ואין לו גוף לא נערוך אליו קדושתו כגון לכל דבר אשר נברא ראשון וראשית לראשיתו, הינו אדון עולם וכל האוצר, יורה גדולתו ומלכותו, שפע נבואתו נתנו, אלא אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו, לא קם בישראל כמו שהוא נביא, ומעביד את אמונתו, תורת אמת נתן לעמו אל, היה נביאו נאמן ביתו, לא קם להתפעל ולא מידתו, לעולמים לזולתו, צופה ויודע סתרנו, מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו, גומל איש חסד כמפעלו, נוטה לרשע רע כרשעתו, ישלח לגט שמים משיחנו, לפצות מהקקת ישועתו, מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך עד שם תהילתו, מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך עד שם תהילתו.
Yasher Koach, may this be a day of peace for us all, and may happiness and justice prevail in this world. How's it going?
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's a number of aspects to that. One reason is that like that when 2,000 years ago when there was a temple, they did play instruments in the temple on the Sabbath, and part of the reason for prohibiting instruments on the Sabbath after the temple was destroyed was a sign of semi-mourning for the destruction of the temple. And now, and eventually another reason it got written into law is because you might have to,
Winds, catering?
if your instrument breaks, you might be tempted to get it fixed on Shabbat. And there's also, well, okay, if you leave your instruments at home and you bring it to the synagogue, you're carrying, and you can't carry. So it's a combination of those three things. Well, you can't carry. Well, Rabbi could explain this better than I could, but basically you can't carry anything you can't carry itself. Is at least the short version. Rabbi is much more of an expert on this than I am. But there's there's also like you can carry things within private domain, but not in public domain. So like you can carry things within your house or within your property, and if you live in an area that's surrounded by a roof, you can carry things within a roof. But you have to study Jewish law in order to. It's a different section of rabbinic law, so it's not part of kashrut, but it has
14 to 16.
well the Torah says you should do no manner of work on the Sabbath, but the Torah doesn't say what constitutes work. The Mishnah outlines 39 specific things that are considered work that are forbidden on Shabbat, and carrying is one of those.
she would have, I mean, they have the labels sitting there, she would have given one check out, but that isn't the same as the one, it'd be nice to find the one we would have.
And it's gonna be, whoa, you know?
Vacation, I got.
You did it twice, yeah.
Oh, they did.
It took me 11 minutes and 30 seconds to do it. It's like, oh, look at it, mine, that's what I'm going to.
I mean, I could pay it, I just, I wouldn't even want to pay $50 for it.
Really?
And now, you know, it's a different story, but it's gonna be mainly couples, I imagine, I don't think there's any couples. No, she's gonna be in East Royal.
I know, I haven't sent my check yet. I know, I'm a little nervous, I put it in an envelope and I didn't.
Just have to say.
Yeah.
Once you send it, that's it.
I know, that's kind of.
Coffee.
A little bit?
Yeah, you probably would almost feel it.
Tomorrow's another day.
It's going on because they need to be on their own.
A little bit, but I mean, you know what I'm getting.
Yeah. It's a big trip, and it's a lot. It's like, you know, the passport and customs and.
It's not the first one.
You know, I don't know.
When you live in the same damn block,
We'd like a class on crushed fruit.
Okay.
No, just a suggestion.
I think it would be a good idea.
I've got that before, right?
Yeah, we'll have that on the machine.
Well-
Try to carry.
Well, she was asking me why we don't